I think he did some stuff with the second unit yesterday as well. He's been shooting. So we're going to bring him off the bench. I don't think he'll play a lot of minutes, but he's going to play. No, he's out. That's a very good guess. Wise guess.
Good, Brad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Doc, I'm not sure there's an official stat for this, but you guys are one of the least practicing teams in the league.
Yeah.
What do you feel on it? Was there a feel, or is there a rhyme or reason?
I'm just sick of them. I want to go home. No, I think it's, we put in time, when we need to put in time. We put in a lot of time in our shoot-arounds. When we do practice, we practice hard. But we also, I believe in legs, and over the long haul, I just think it turns out better. At this point in the season, practices are good. And when I have one, it's when I think we shouldn't. It's usually due to the slippage of some kind that I just think we need to be in the gym. Other than that, I think the rest is more important. Well, it's just tough. I mean, the good news, thank God he wasn't blessed with like ultra speed. Then it would be a nightmare to guard. But what he does is a lot what JJ does. He's constant movement and motion, and that is speed because you lose sight of him, you lose focus, and he's just scores have a way like Corver and JJ and Reggie Miller's. Before the game, don't give them a three, yet they're wide open. Because they know how to do it. If you lose sight, you lose focus for 1 second, they're gone. They replace themselves into a different spot, and by the time you notice it, it's too late. So to guard them, you have to have great focus, but you can't break your team rules, and it's very hard.
What do you like best about Chris and Darren together?
I don't know, speed has helped. I like the fact that we can use Darren to pressure the ball, and that saves Chris. I like what we're doing where we're starting Darren for about 5 or 6 minutes. We're taking him out, bringing someone else in, and then bringing Darren back in. I think it's helped Darren, get a rhythm of the game better. I think it's been good for him.
Blake is on the verge of becoming one of 3 guys with Kareem and Charles Barkley to 6,000 points, 3,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists this early in his career.
Wow, that's impressive.
You played against Charles and you played on an all-star team with him. How do they compare as players?
Well, they're all different. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I played against Kareem and Charles. They're completely, the 3 guys, it could be more different. Those 3 are, there's not even anything that is similar about any of them, which is amazing. And it's another reason, another lesson that you can get things and do things similar in different ways. I think that made sense. Yeah, and so, it just tells you how good Blake is, is what it does. He's awful young to be reaching milestones.
Did you hear about the news about the missing plane you raided?
Who?
The missing plane?
Yeah, I did.
Does that worry you as a coach or the players because you travel a lot?
Well, no. It's nothing you can do. Whenever something like that happens, you feel bad, but we travel. That's our job, and we're going to keep traveling, so it's, nothing you can do about it.
The plan's been meeting for 30 hours, there's no official word on it.
Yeah, well, that's a different government, and, I can't speak for them.
Doc, there's a lot of talk about raising the age minimum on making guys go for 2 years.
Mhm.
You came out early, your son came out early.
Mhm.
How do you feel about that?
I'm against it. Not because I came out or I should have stayed. What a horrible decision I made. Really, I was the 31st player. I don't think you should come out unless you're going to be a first-round pick. Now, I got lucky. I went to the Hawks, in a trade for Kevin Lockery. Tells you how bad I was. Geez. But I just think, I just have a philosophical view about it that guys should have a right to earn a living. Whenever he wants to have the right. I can go and fight in Iraq at 18 and I can't play in the NBA. That's silly to me, and especially when you hear that, they're not mature enough to play in the NBA, but you're mature enough to go fight a war. You know, that doesn't make any sense. You know, let's just be honest. Colleges want them to stay in college to help the colleges. You know, that's what it is. You know, at the end of the day, are they better staying in college? Most of them are, no doubt about that. I think most should, but they should still have the right not to.
With Austin, he struggled obviously last year.
Mhm.
Were there times where you thought, maybe had he stayed, especially at
Yeah, the only thing is, I think it's maturity. I don't think it's basketball. The thought that you get better playing basketball in college, I don't know who came up with that. You get better playing basketball in the NBA. You're playing against NBA players. Your only job is to play basketball. You grow up in college, and that's what college to me is so nice. Is you have a chance to mature. You know, live with no money, live in the dorms, and I think the college experience is something that is vital for us to grow up with, and so I think that's what kids miss and they lack. I don't think it's the basketball part. There's no way I'm not going to get better playing against Blake every day if I'm a big. You know, I've always laughed at that part of it. It's more you grow up and you mature.
Hawks have lost 13 or 14. I'm wondering, as an opposing coach, what do you see that's going on over there?
You know, I don't know, honestly. I've watched them, you know, the first thing that you do is watch the last time you played them. And that was a good basketball team that night. And they were playing so well. And then all of a sudden, you know, they've come on hard times. And a lot of it is confidence. When you start losing, you start pressing. You know, they've made a lot of moves. And I think that affects you too. You know, when you make all the trades and moves, and I think that affects your team. And it's probably, it took a while, but it's probably affected them.
Who's your single favorite memory about playing all these years?
The Boston series is, you know, I guess it's a duel. You know, it sticks on both ends. I remember that city being on fire doing that series, and then I remember losing game 6 and 7. So it was just wild and happy time that I've had as a Hawk. It was awesome. And then, you know, losing game 6, and I think it was a 1-point game, and then 7, you know, the Bird Dominique thing. You know, so it's happy and sad, I guess.
They say records are meant to be broken. You think your record for assists there will stand forever?
Well, the fact that I didn't know I still had it, it's shocking. I thought Mookie Blaylock, he didn't break that? Wow. Then it's going to stand forever. You know, I'm going to talk to Danny Ferry every time a guy gets close. I'm going to request him to get traded. That would be smart. Thanks, guys.